What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to Treebeard's Toy Box. And I just wanted to give you all a fair warning that if you have not seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, this review contains a major spoiler for that movie. So do yourself a favor and go and check out the magnificent Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then come on back and check out this review. If you have seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, then get very excited because we're going to be looking at something really, really special. So, but yeah, let's get right to it.
Hey, have you missed us?
Okay, we are back, and hopefully everyone who did not want to be spoiled left. And those of you who have seen the movie and wanted to check this out, let's get right to it. Here we have the brand new Target exclusive Ghostbusters Plasma Series, The Family That Busts Together 2-pack from Hasbro. And I am so excited to see this and to have it in hand. These have been locked down, held for today. I have checked lots of stores, and yeah, they are not putting them out, at least not here in Columbus, Ohio. This wasn't even on the shelves. It came out today, but I had to have someone go back and get it. So, but anyways, I've been waiting for. I was wondering where the Phoebe character was. I have most of the other figures in the way. I'm still missing a couple. But I had seen some product images, and it was just like, she's got to be an exclusive. And then after I saw the movie, and then they announced it, I was like, oh, that's perfect. It just makes so much sense. I did cry a bit during this scene in the movie. It definitely resonated with me and gave me the feels for sure. I thought the movie was fantastic, not perfect, but it was a lot of fun. I went with my wife, and we both loved it. And she didn't get as emotional as I did, but yeah, I was a sobby mess at the end there. Made me think of my grandpa. It was really nice. So I'm stoked to have this set, like this scene in plastic form to add to my collection. And the accessories it comes with are really cool. So, but yeah, let's check it out. The packaging here looks great. It's what we're pretty used to. The size is different, obviously. And we've never seen a 2-pack before, so this is pretty cool. Other than, well, there was the one exclusive 2-pack that was the Pterodog and Rick Moranis' character. So, but anyways, yeah, the family that busts together down here. We get Phoebe there, and we get Egon here. And yeah, let's go ahead and just a little side window there. And one cool thing is, I wanted to show you the side here. I'm pretty certain that this side artwork, let me try and get better light on it, is done from one of the artists that do the artwork for the G.I. Joe Classified series. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. But it definitely reminds me of that. So, very, very cool. But we'll go ahead and check out the back here. And this is really nice. I love this image here. Gets you a nice little scene from the end of the movie there. Don't need to cry again here. Don't worry, I'm not going to. But yeah, it says, the family that busts together. Phoebe's love of science and affinity for busting ghosts runs in the family. She's got Spengler blood after all. But yeah, and then the rest is just in other languages. So, get the Hasbro logo there, and our wonderful Ghostbusters logo. And I just love this image here. So, but yeah, let's get one last image of the front of the packaging there. Let's check that out. One last look there. And yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this open and check this set out. And here we have Phoebe and Egon Spengler out of the packaging. And this is such a great set. I think that the accessories they included and just everything about it is just fantastic. They're, it's not perfect, but I am really happy. I will give you a heads up that it is a pretty pricey set. It is just under $50. So you'll have to decide if it's worth it to you or not, or if you want to play the waiting game to see if it goes on sale. But this scene in the movie absolutely moved me, and I couldn't wait. I had to have this set as soon as they announced it. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll set Egon aside and check out Phoebe first. So Phoebe has some new sculpt as well as some reuse from Podcast. So the head is obviously new, the torso is new, and the arms are reused from Podcast, and I believe the belt is new, and this down through here is reuse, but these are brand new. This part down here and the shoes are all brand new. But everything else is shared with Podcast. And when I was checking that out, I actually noticed a little mess up with Podcast here. His knee is upside down on this leg. And I just noticed that. I didn't notice that when I did the review for him. This little, like this should just be flipped around there. If you notice, this is a little bigger, and that should fit up there, and the smaller end should go down here, because that's how it is with Phoebe. But yeah, so we'll set Podcast over here, and we'll get back to Phoebe. We do get some nice details. Her face looks incredible. The likeness to McKenna Grace. And she was phenomenal in the movie. I'm not too familiar with her from anything else, but man, she was adorable and hilarious the entire film. So, great job. I thought you were amazing. So, she did a really good job. Yeah, nice wrinkles. Like I said, we've seen most of this before. She's got some nice red shoes there. There is no articulation in the ankles whatsoever, just like with the other ones, the other kids from this wave. But yeah, she looks pretty good. She's got a little purple shirt there. You can see the way they did the glasses did pretty good. I don't really like the sides, but that's how they did the other ones too. So I think with Egon it wasn't painted black, so that's a little, I don't know, kind of annoying, but just a little nitpick. I'm not gonna hold it against him for that. The hair looks great. Yeah, pretty stoked to have her. The little emblem turned out, the little patch turned out nice and clean. Yeah. We'll go ahead and set her aside and take a look at Egon here. Yeah, I love this translucent plastic here. They did paint the head, and the likeness is incredible. And this is a reuse from the original Egon, except for the chest piece here, the torso. This is from the older Bill Murray figure. It looks like they've added the given him a little belly, because in the film he does have a little more weight than he did in the old films, so you definitely noticed that. But this looks fantastic. I think it turned out great. A lovely idea. And there's some like different paints happening to kind of give it an effect going on top the translucent. Yeah. In the back of his head, you can see they didn't paint that. I like that. Fades over here. They did the black on the side of his glasses too on this one, on this time around. Yeah. Not a whole lot of paint, but the little there is really good. And everything here is just that same translucent plastic, so I really like that. Yeah, set both of them aside and get a look at their accessories here. So we do get some pretty solid accessories with this set here. First up, we get this alternate head to go with the original Build-A-Figure from the original wave. And you can have the option of having both terror dogs. This is the other head sculpt for the other dog. And his jaw is articulated, so that's nice. Some really nice paint apps in there. Everything turned out really clean. So that's nice. Cool to have that. Some silver on the back there. Yeah. And then we get this little jar of spores there. Little fungi. This is really nice. We get this little chess piece, and if you've seen the movie, you know what that means and what this is about. And I think that that's really adorable that they included it. I think that's really sweet. So that's cool. Really tiny. So don't lose that. Easily be lost. But it's awesome that they included it. And then we get her little the little reader here. It's in that up position there. Pretty decent details. Just a little bit of red paint there, and the silver there. Oh yeah, still pretty nice. Then we get this nice Proton Pack here, and it is done in a way that you can check out the insides here, like in the movie when she has to do the work on it. So you get these two separate pieces, and this one just snaps on here. So that's pretty cool. I do like that a lot. Paint apps aren't the cleanest on here. Some of them are, and then we do get a little bit of bleeding. So that's unfortunate. So if you do get the chance to pick between sets, definitely pay attention to those paint apps. So, but this is very cool. And then here is the other part of it. It just attaches to the bottom. And we get some nice paint apps on here. Some silver, a little bit of brown there. Some green here. A little silver there. Yeah, everything looks pretty nice. Even a little bit of silver there. Nice and clean. A little bit of warped, but just hit that with a hairdryer and you'll have no problem. Yeah, nice detail and paint apps going on there. Did a great job. And then I believe, finally, we get this this effect piece here that just goes on the end of here like so. And we've seen these before, so. But that's nice that they included that there. But yeah, that is it for accessories. So now let's go ahead and take a look at articulation here. We'll set Egon aside and we'll check out Phoebe's first here. So she's going to be about the same exact as Podcast, and it's going to be a little limited, unfortunately. She gets a just a ball at the top of the neck there. Decent range for the head, nothing crazy. We get a hinge and swivel for the shoulders, no butterfly joints, and no bicep swivel. We get a single jointed elbow, and that will rotate a little bit in there as well. And we, let's see, I thought I saw some before. No, we don't get, I don't see any joints in there for the hands. They will rotate a little bit, but there is no hinge that I can see. Yeah, it's the same as the ones before, so that's a little unfortunate. And then for the waist, we get this joint here that is a little bit gappy, and I think that is just because It must be because they used a different torso, so it somehow fits a little different than podcast. I'm not sure, but that kind of bugs me a little bit. You can see up in there, the peg is just a little too long, and it's a little gappy, so that bums me out a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. We get this little loose belt here, separate piece, and for the thighs, or the hips, I mean, sorry. Just that basic front there. We get a decent side-to-side there. And then here we go for the thighs. We get that thigh cut. And we do get double jointed knees. And she can kick her own butt. And then, unfortunately, like I said, we get nothing for the ankles. And I hate how they did that. Actually, it looks like my foot over here is glued a little off place actually in there, and that kind of stinks. We do get a fresh 2021 stamp on here. That is nice. But yeah, she's pretty decent. Definitely lacks a little bit, and I'm bummed about that foot issue there. But I may end up eventually getting a second set. This, I know it's a little pricey. Maybe they'll go on sale. But this scene meant a lot to me in the movie, so yeah, definitely could use a little more articulation, but you're gonna get her to do pretty much everything you need her to do, so I'm not gonna complain too much. But let's go ahead and move on to Egon. And for Egon, he is going to have the same articulation as his other figure did. We get a ball for the head here, and then we get hinge and rotation for the shoulders, as well as some butterfly joints in there, so that's nice. And we do get a bicep swivel there. And we're also going to get double jointed elbows here. And then we also get a hinge and swivel for the wrists, and that is up and down on both wrists. And we get this waist cut here. It gets pretty decent range. Nothing dynamic, but he's not going to be doing a whole lot, so he's going to be assisting his granddaughter a little bit and slaying some ghosts. He doesn't need to bend all the way forward for that, or all the way back. And then for his hips, we go out that far and out that far, and we get that thigh cut and the double jointed knees here. I'll break that. And they are a little stiff. Got it to go there. Let's see. Yep, and he can kick his own butt. I'm definitely going to hit this guy with a hairdryer. Should have before I did this, but that's alright. Nothing at the boots. And then we get a hinge and rocker for the ankles there. So again, nothing dynamic for this guy either, but he does have a little bit more than Phoebe does. So they kind of held back a little bit on the kids, it seems. So that's all right. Doesn't bug me too much. But yeah, that's it for articulation for Egon there. Here they are next to the other figures that I have so far from the Afterlife movie. I have a few from the original too. But this is all I have from the Afterlife so far. I definitely need to pick up the rest of them eventually. And I do plan on it. I was kind of holding out, hoping they would go down a little on price because I've been seeing them kind of peg warm. So, but I may not wait. We'll just see. But here's what I have so far, and they look really nice together. Yeah, love this movie. Hopefully you've seen it. If not, you're being spoiled here. So overall, I am really happy with this set. I think it's fantastic the way that Hasbro released this in this way. Such a special part of the movie, and it's cool to get it in a 2-pack like this. We get some really nice accessories. I do believe that it is a little overpriced, coming in at almost $50. I think that it should have been closer to $39.99. So due to that high price and Phoebe's lack of articulation, I am going to give this set a 7 out of 10. But it should be pretty easy to find. It is a Target exclusive. It did come out today. So If you don't see it on the shelves, just ask someone nicely and they can go in the back and get it for you. So if they didn't want to go in the back, they'd put it on the shelves. So, but anyways, I think that's going to do it. Solid 7 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the movie as much as I did. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you hit that like button. And if you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell on the way out so you know when I got new videos coming. And until next time, take good care.